Hi guys, Paul from PABrewNews, and today we have Grimbergen. There we go, there's the cap. Grimbergen. There we go, these guys are from Belgium, and this is an Abbey Dubbel, so that's pretty cool. Phoenix Nick Aden Consumta. I don't know what that means. They started in 1128. CE, yeah. Let's see, this comes in at 6.5% alcohol by volume, and let's see, there's some stuff I can't read because it's their code. And right here we have some reading. Okay, let's do some reading. Grimbergen Abbey Ale was first brewed as far back as the early Middle Ages by Norberton monks. The recipe for this outstanding Abbey Ale has been carefully guarded throughout the centuries by the monks of the Abbey of Grimbergen. Their beautiful monastery, with its phoenix stained glass windows, lies just north of Brussels. Arnold Schwarzenegger. The tradition of ale brewing by monks originates from the former role of abbeys as inns for pilgrims, so sanctuary and all that stuff. So here we go. Let's give it a go. Grimbergen. Got my Duke's chalice here. Drinking horn, fake drinking horn, whatever, that's cool. Just try to be gentle with this one as much as possible. Usually they cap the living shit out of these Belgian ales. So let's take our time. It's a little warm down here, actually. I really don't want to put a air conditioner in my basement, you know. But there we go. Here we go. Nice and slow. We know how these Belgian ales can be sometimes. We're going to take it up to the second tier. There she is. Alright, we're going to leave probably a third of it in the bottle. Loads of, well, it's Belgian. This is loads of carbonation coming up. This undergoes a second fermentation. I don't know if that makes it a double, or I don't know. It might. The amount of fermentations might make it a double, triple, quadruple, the whole deal. But this is just streaming. I don't know if you can see this because that's pretty rough to see. But that is just streaming with carbonation. Wow. It looks like, you know, if this was clear, it looked like there would be fish swimming in it. And this is just an aerator because that's how much carbonation is going on here. Well, it's clinging, right? It's becoming carbonation by clinging in this and just. This is actually the first time I've ever used this, ever. So, this is actually my wife's, but I figured, what the hell. I can't find mine, so there it is. But we're going to give it a go. Look at that nice white head. One finger white head. This is really dark. This is ruby. Like a ruby brown. Lovely color. I'm getting more spices, like peppery notes and stuff off this head. Bit of sweet fruit. Ah, beer snort. Not getting a super amount off the head. There we go. A little bit of a raisin. I'm almost getting like a really roasted caramel quality coming up that reminds me of a Bach. So let's give it a go. Cheers. Okay. I'm getting some roasted, kind of like stewed plums. Almost caramelized. Slight, very faint, very subtle. so on the down low with this. Even with all the carbonation, it's not really that carbonated when you drink it. But everything's so just broody and down there and subtle. You're getting this underlay of a really roasted sweetness mixed with almost a plum liqueur kind of quality. But it's really, really, really subtle. You're picking up faint roasted malts, almost like a really dark caramel kind of quality, but it's not really anything to speak of because everything's so subtle on this. I mean, it's really nice if you want if you happen to be in Belgium, for example, and you can't find anything. You're really thirsty. You just want a nice, easy drinking ale, but you can't find anything. This is perfect. This is not overbearing. There's not a lot of flavors hitting you in the face. There's no booze content at all in the actual. I can't get any booze, no burn. The carbonation is carbonated. You can kind of feel it in your stomach. I can actually feel it in my stomach a little bit. But drinking it, it's not like choking on bubbles. So that's excellent. Of course, we all know Slamuski. This is an unoffensive Belgian ale. Let's try to get the rest of it in with the sediment and see what she goes. I'm definitely picking up dark fruits on the aftertaste. Let's look at this. Get the haze going. Yep, the haze is starting to go. Get the head up. Wow, nice, like almost like ice creamy kind of a float head on that one. Big bubbles around the corner. Iceberging a little bit. Dissipating surprisingly quickly. There we go. Let's see what she looks like. Honestly, it still looks very much clear. I don't really think there's that much kind of bottle conditioning or sediment in this at all. I mean, looking at the amount of clarity that this beer still has, yeah, I don't think this flavor is going to change too much because of the simple fact that there's not a lot of sediment or bottle conditioning in these in this beer, so you're not going to get certain bready notes coming up, certain things like that. So let's give it a go. It does have a very lovely plum wine, almost brandy quality in the nose. You definitely get rich dark fruits, touches of like toffee and caramel. It's very enjoyable. Excuse the mayhem upstairs, but it's definitely something that is extremely sessionable. This is a lovely introduction to Belgian ales. It's something that you can take anybody, no matter how iffy they are on certain qualities that craft beer has. It's very mellow. It's refined. There's notes you can pick up, especially if you know where to look. I don't have all those notes, so I'm sure there's lots of other characteristics that I'm not catching. But it's very nice. It's very mellow. It's just relaxed. Unoffensive has to be the key word to this. It's so laid back. It's so mellow. The tastes are there if you can pull them out. For someone who wants massive tastes, massive in your face, they say to have this between 45 and 55 degrees. Personally, the subtleness comes up a little bit when it warms up. If you let some of the stuff die, if you take your time, drink half the bottle first, let the other sit, pour the rest in, take your time with it, it becomes less and less subtle and more refined. Because sometimes unoffensive and subtle means tasteless. Excuse me. But then you get to the point where the carbonation is dying down, the beer itself is warming up, the malts are coming up, so it gave a little bit more rich character to the fruit flavors. And it just kind of wraps itself together. It's pretty damn good, considering the fact that it's so mellow. I'm going to give it a solid 8. A solid one. Definitely, if you know anybody who wants to get into Belgian ales and just nice and slow, start them off slow, Grimbergen is excellent. And this makes absolute sense to me now that it says that it was brewed originally for pilgrims passing through, seeking sanctuary and stuff like that, because you would want to brew something that anybody could drink and just enjoy it and relax. This is perfect. Absolutely perfect. So give it a go. 8 out of 10, solid, double ale from Grimbergen. Give it a go. This has been Paul from PABrewNews. Cheers.